Hello everybody and welcome back to Nick and Sergio's Fun Watch List, where we are here to discuss episode 5 of Solo Las Más 2.
But really? We're doing that?
Yeah, episode 5. Everyone did La Más Monja Coronada. It was very cool. I loved all the costumery, the big set pieces.
I don't know. I feel like I think I may want to side with the judges this time and maybe not say anything about each of them.
Wow. Okay, well, we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Nick and Sergio's Fun Watch List. We are actually here to talk about Solo Las Más, Season 2, Episode 6. We missed an episode last week.
We missed an episode last week, but as you saw in the preview, we decided not to do one.
Yes.
Just kidding.
No, I was very busy with my other YouTube show, Task Mistress. Maybe you've seen it. Sergio's not a part of it, but it's very successful. So check it out.
Is that why?
Yeah, that's why it's so good. Yeah, everyone loves it.
Well, you can go stream it now. Last episode was filled with so much to talk about. So, you know, I know we're not going to talk about the episode, but I just want to reiterate that this is one of the best seasons.
This is one of the best
La Más
seasons.
Saga.
Do you agree with Lolita Cortez's big blow up?
I do agree with her blow up.
You do?
I do.
Why? I feel like I have been watching a much stronger season of Solo Las Más. I feel like the average talent level is higher. Yeah, every runway there's like one or two girls who's like a little below All-Stars level, but we had one queen who was below All-Stars level every single episode last season, and Lolita Cortez didn't have a big meltdown about that. I'm confused, that's all.
I think it's more about beyond the talent. I think it's more about the artistry, and like I think it's like the different scenarios. She comes from the theater world as an
Sure.
an actor. I think that in her world as a theater person, that is based around discipline.
Oh, I get that.
I think that's where she
unprofessionalism,
comes
sure.
from. And I feel like, you know, some of the drag performers that we've seen that have come through La Más Draga, their whole thing is more about maybe like the drama of the episode
Sure.
and like responding back and, you know, talking back to people. I've mentioned this in previous episodes. Like, I want them to grow as an artist, and I feel like if they don't really know how to take criticism, I feel like sometimes they're not able to push past where they're at.
I get why Lolita said, hey, you're being very unprofessional. I get that. I think that was totally justified. I don't get why we got the reaction of, your runways are shit, you need to get off the stage right now.
She did say season 7 was better than this.
Which I
agree with the, like, some of the, like, point of views of some of the queens from season 7 were so different than what we've seen.
They're unique, sure.
And I feel like for them, from what we've seen from their season to now, I think, you know, it's the thing of, like, you've had the exposure longer. Yeah. Why is your drag not, I guess, like, elevated in a way?
To me, Deseos is so clearly elevated. Yes. Juana looks excellent on the runway every single week. If some fucking lady sitting in a chair, love you Lolita, said your drag is bad and I was Juana Guadalupe, I would pop off too.
I will say, I mean, but we watched that runway, we were worried for everybody. There were people tripping, there were people like having messy like situations happening on the runway. So I think that episode on its own, not on the season.
Sure.
Maybe that's where it's coming from, but I don't know. Let's just talk about the new episode.
Let's talk about the new episode. Let's get into it. We come into the workroom, and finally, all of these rainbow stars are coming into play because this is the last episode that they can use the rainbow stars.
Which I was like, why are they like all saying you can't? I forgot we're close to the season finale.
And we still don't know how these rainbow stars work.
We don't know how they work, but
they can do everything.
That's why I was like, what do you mean you can't use? That's why I was confused why everybody just started using their stars.
Well, it had to be before the end of the episode because as we find out later.
I know, but they didn't tell us that.
I know, it would have been lovely to know.
I was like, oh, why are they using it and why are they acting like they're done? I thought we have way more episodes than what we have.
We have 2 left that you can see on the board. Click, click.
Well,
Two little
I
columns.
saw that at the end of the episode. You've seen the stars and the way they're aligned on that board.
It's disorienting.
Who's to know that the last two is just like, you know, there could be more. They could bring another board and extend the season.
Yeah, I could see that.
Okay, but then they start doing this crazy mess because
first of all, Kylie's has to give away the extra gold star that she earned by winning the lip
she doesn't
sync.
have to give it away.
Oh, but she chooses
She
to?
willingly gives it away.
I wouldn't do
Which
that.
is why I don't understand why she chose Beckett. Like, I think at the
Are they
beginning,
just friends?
I was so confused at the beginning of the episode, and I was so very confused by the end of the episode. So she just willingly gave her. She didn't have to give her a gold star.
I would absolutely never do that.
Literally, it
Very
would like
confusing.
keep her away from being in the top 2.
Well, it doesn't really
Or,
matter
like,
much.
not the top 2, the top 4. It would keep her from being in the top 4 or whatever finale, like how many people they have in the finale.
Deseos is deciding to hold on to their rainbow star for now, but Lupita's like, let's go. I'm going to get some revenge. I'm going to take Mr. Boo's 1 gold star. It was the one nice thing she had on the board, and Lupita took it from her. How do you feel about taking revenge in this way? Kicking a girl while she's down.
That was amazing because literally she only has, like, she only won the first episode and she has not won anything and she has a lot of black stars. So there was nothing more vengeful than that.
Yeah.
Of like, she's not said a word the entire season and then just comes at the end being like, I'm going to take your star away. That was amazing.
Part of me thinks if I was in Lupita's position, I might have done the same thing, only because it's like, if I steal a star from someone who like might actually win, then it's like, I'm going to put more of a target on my back.
Yes.
I'm just going to take Mr. Boo's. Like, Mr. Boo's not going to win. No one's going to get that mad
I
at me.
feel
by
like
doing
she
this.
also knew that she's one of the front runners.
At this point, she
Which
definitely is.
Because I think that she is aware of that, and that's why she went for just like a random one, as opposed to go for somebody that has more
makes
gold
sense.
stars, maybe.
She doesn't want to be perceived as the front runner that she definitely is.
Yes. So I think for me, she's a front runner, and now I understand why she did that, because then we have Regina do a crazy mess thing. Did she break the rules, or did she not?
Are you talking about this swapping of a star?
The play she did, because I thought the rules were if you had a rainbow, you could get rid of a black star that you have and give it to someone, or you could steal a gold star from someone. Those are 2 different rules.
But she did both.
And that's what I'm saying.
I was confused as well.
I was so confused. What does that mean?
Folks in the comments, if you can clear, I know we're bitching about the scoring being confusing every week. If you could tell us specifically what happened with Regina Bronx's rainbow star, we would really like to know. We're super disoriented, more than usual.
Because she basically got rid of her black star and took a gold star back.
Seems like you shouldn't be able to do that.
Seems
like, why wouldn't Lupita have also done that?
Because she doesn't have a black star.
Oh, and she just didn't want to wait to use it?
Yeah.
Because of the punishment?
She knew she wasn't going to be in the bottom.
If there is this punishment that we find out at the end of the episode that if you don't use your rainbow star to...
You get 5 black stars.
You get 5 black stars, but that's so confusing. Only if you lose the lip sync? What are they doing? What does any of this mean? No one knows what's happening, right? Like, we're not crazy. No one knows what's happening, right?
I literally don't understand what's going on. Because
so wild.
So what's happening, Regina is a girl with the most black stars.
Yes.
So that has been, like, that poor girl has been in the bottom since the beginning of the season.
And they keep putting
she
her
has
there.
3 black stars. So I feel like this is the time for her where it would work in her favor to get rid of a black star. So I thought that she was just going to get rid of it, but she actually stole a gold star. So now she has 2 black stars and 2 gold stars.
Don't make gay people do maths. Just don't do it. So then we have a very fun surprise because Rebel Mort comes in, right?
She looks hot.
That's what you thought. You're so funny.
I was like, why does she look so good?
So shady.
Just kidding.
What are you doing? Rebel Mort, I think you looked hot as Seaford. There, now we're even.
Yeah, now we're even.
So the bit is, of course, they come in, they have traded personas, and the illusions that they did were pretty convincing.
Dude, that's why I was shocked when at first I was like, oh, it is Rebel Mark, but then I heard Seafer's voice and I was like, wait, what? So I had to do a double look and I was like, oh wait, it's Seafer.
Fun thing to do, especially for these sort of unofficial twin winners from the fourth season.
Twin winners, yeah, you're correct.
Yeah.
They're both not winners.
And when Rebel Mork had COVID or was mad at the Brunos, Seafer sat in that chair that one time, you remember?
Oh yeah, when they announced. Yeah.
She either had COVID or was mad at the Brunos, who's to say? They announced that the challenge of the week will be a challenge from the 6th season of La Más Draga. We covered this episode La Más Picada, and they're going to make a look that is inspired by papel picada, which is this aesthetic that we see often throughout the show, including the little, what do you call that little banner that announces the category? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they have to get into quick drag, but they said different. They said like instant drag, right? Did they have even less time?
They've had less time. They had like 3 minutes or so. Who do you think out of these is the most like you'll see out in public?
We were laughing so hard during the reveal of these looks. I think, as usual, the funniest is Miss Taboo.
Because
Miss Taboo is the funniest.
Looks like Nick when Nick lived in Portland.
Yeah, you can see Miss Taboo sitting in a coffee shop.
Actually, no. Miss Taboo looks like Nick when Nick goes out.
You're stupid. I don't wear gray lipstick or whatever's going on here.
Cue the photo.
I think Peke could also maybe be in a San Francisco bar.
Okay, so we were saying Miss Taboo would be a Portland person.
Yes.
We were saying Regina would be a San Francisco person.
Well, Regina would, but also maybe Deseos. Deseos is giving like a little like 2010s like raver.
That's right.
Like, party
Deseos
girl.
was actually you're right. Deseos.
I think she was trying to look like a baby, but she just looks like a
Taboo
hipster.
and Regina would be Portland, and Deseos would be San Francisco.
And maybe Peke too. Look at this jacket.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that purple
wig.
hair.
Yeah. San Francisco.
The quick drags were so funny, and we go into a challenge that is a little bit just for silliness because it's just to give them a random number. But the way that we're doing it is we're dunking them into a tank.
What it's like the crazy thing that they do where like nothing is produced, so they ask Kylie's to pick the order of the girls going into the water. But then when they go in the water, there's numbers in the water, so that there's like layers of like not producing, which I already forgot what the numbers mean.
The numbers are going to allow them to get a certain prize.
Oh, that's right.
Did anything, before we move on to the prizes, did anything make you laugh in this challenge? I know it was pretty repetitive. It was fun.
So repetitive, but I will say the funniest.
I thought Miss Taboo was funny.
Miss Taboo was the funniest.
There's one shot where it looks like she's swimming out of nowhere. It's like, where's the rest of her body?
And I will say, like, Kylie's knows that she's there to do reality TV, so seeing her face on the
and her butt.
And her butt, too, on the inside of the water through the little opening, that was very fun.
Yes.
Besides that, that's it.
This Veneno looks pretty good. I realized I think he's cuter without like the red leather on him. That's just my personal opinion.
Look better.
He's just harness. He's just a hot guy in a Speedo now. Like that's more my speed. We also thought that the bearded Venenito was pointing a gun at them, but it's just a microphone.
It's a microphone. I was like, why is there a gun?
I thought the bit was like, I'm gonna shoot you and it's gonna like make the thing fall, but it was a microphone. So let's talk about these prizes that they get. Lupita ends up winning 3 million pesos. That's nice.
3,000? Oh my God.
Someone thought that it was
3,000.
3 million. Mil million. It confuses me as an English speaker. Apologies.
That is very confusing, I would say.
Regina is number 2, and she loses a black star.
Wait, so she's going from... So at the beginning of the episode, she had 3 black stars, got rid of a black star, and she then now just lost a black star.
So she's down to 1.
So she's down to 1 star, 2 gold stars.
No wonder she skyrocketed.
She skyrocketed at the end. And I was like, why is she skyrocketing? And now I'm realizing it's because she lost 2 stars, 2 black stars, and gained a gold star.
Well, good for her. Wow. We've been rooting for Regina all season, so this feels
and
just.
She's been, it feels justified now because I feel like she was being put in the bottom wrongfully occasionally.
Miss Taboo is next, number 3, and she gets
What does she win?
She gets to steal a rainbow star.
Oh, wasn't this just perfectly planned?
They obviously couldn't have produced it. We saw the many layers of them not producing it. But yeah, this was great. This was very good drama. Deseos is next, and she wins 5,000. 5,000 pesos.
Do you know how much that is in USD?
Isn't it like $700? I'm going to put the actual calculation here. See how close I got. I think it's $700. Is that right? Am I off?
Let's see.
I feel like you divide by 10 and then you add a little bit. That's what I usually do.
I think it's like 500.
Okay, well, ding, 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 or buzz. Price is Right sounds here.
Whoever wins is going to Venmo request the sales for the money.
Wano wins the ability to steal a pink star. She jokes that she would rather have the 5,000 pesos.
She does say, like, can you just pay 5,000 pesos?
I guess because she's ahead.
Does she pick who she steals it from?
Does she get to wait until next episode to do that? Because everyone else had to do it this episode. It's very disorienting.
But the rainbow had to happen. Whatever.
The rainbow, this is the hard end for the rainbow stars. Okay. I'm also confused. Once they use the rainbow star, it's still up on the board. Does that give them points later? I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Hidden. Oh, poor girl. She gets a black star. She started so intensely strong this season, and I feel like she's on a bit of a losing streak. She keeps getting punished.
I thought this was her first black. Oh,
she like broke her leg last.
No, but this is her first second black star because she got one for the acting and then this one. So she's only 2 black stars. She can still make it to the end.
She could definitely still make it. Yeah, she had a very strong start, so maybe it'll even out.
Yeah, like I think they're playing it down, and she's gonna be in the finale.
Kylie's is number 7, and then she gets the rainbow star.
This is where she gets the rainbow star. So she didn't have it at the beginning.
She didn't have it at the beginning.
So I was wrong.
Yes. But this means that these are the 2 stars that Mistabu can steal. Peque Balderas wins a pink star. That's nice for her. She's already in a pretty good position, so could that be the thing that puts her over the edge at the end?
So this is different than Juana, because Juana has to steal a pink star, and she just automatically gets a pink star, if that makes sense.
And then finally, Raga Diamante gets number 9, and she gets the probably most powerful power, at least for this episode.
For this episode in particular, is a big power, especially for the way the girls ended up voting. She gets to vote 3 times for the girl that she chooses. Or...
Can she split it if she wants?
The way it's worded, it says that her vote counts triple.
Yes.
So it's not like she can vote for... Like, she could theoretically vote for 3 girls.
Yeah.
Or 2 girls. It has to be 1 girl.
Okay. I wish of all the scores that they tell us, they're always showing us these stars and stuff. Can you please just show us who voted for who?
Yes.
That would be so much juicier.
Well, they
do that on Drag Race now.
No, but they do. Well, if you watch, you're only watching half the story.
Because I'm not watching the Salseo?
Because you're not watching Untucked.
Okay.
And it's not that. It's called Mictlan for this season.
Okay, fine. Excuse me.
And
it's not the Salseo for all stars.
They show the girls who voted for them. So the girls know during that who voted for them the previous episode.
Well, I would like to know. And I don't want to have to click on another video. Marisol Gonzalez comes out next, and we love Marisol. We definitely remembered her.
I remember her with my heart.
Look, I think we both kind of were like...
I just forgot about her.
What's her deal? And then we realized, she was good.
Even though this was the season we started reviewing. It is...
No, this is the second season we reviewed.
Well, then even more we would have to remember her.
I'm surprised that we didn't remember her because she ended up doing a good job.
Okay, why did you change?
Why did she change gowns? Which gown do you like better? I like the Spider-Woman gown.
I think this was maybe cinching her in a weird way when she was sitting down because it seems like it's so tight to her body, and maybe she changed to the second one. I like the second one.
I like the first one. I think it's very sexy. You can see just enough panty through here. And we've been complaining, we are kind of over, me and Sergio both are over the crystallized spiral tights that are just everywhere right now in drag.
Which is why we didn't review last episode, because literally half of them were wearing that.
We had to reserve our critiques. And we also watched that Pride video, the Pride show that La Más Draga put out recently. And it was all of the season 7 girls. It was a bunch of the Solo Las Más girls. All of them were wearing those goddamn spiral stone leggings.
Yeah, they're all getting them 5 for 1.
I don't think they're very flattering. We go over to Lolita Cortez.
This is the best she's ever looked.
You think so?
Show. Yes,
I think she looks great. Outfit. I just think it's a little Madonna VMAs. You know?
I know, but it's a little so well done.
I like the
last couple of outfits have been good, but there's always something that takes you out of it. I feel like the eyebrows, the eyelashes, the wig, the jewelry, the cut, it's so well done to me. This is a very polished look for her.
Now we go over to Chucky Finster. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's Aldo Rendon. I love Aldo, but he looks like a rugrat.
I love it. I love super oversized, the shininess of his shirt and the two-tone blue with the big hat, the big shorts.
The hat's a little Burning Man for me, but the rest I actually do like.
This to me is fun because people in Mexico are not dressing like this. Loose clothing and big. This is fun to me.
I agree. Look, I really like Aldo. We were talking about it earlier. We're sort of unsure how he's perceived by the fan base.
But I agree with every single critique he's ever given.
He was right on everything.
This season.
Yeah. If you feel differently in the comments, please tell us. Is he saying things that you disagree with, because I think he's been on point.
I pointed things during the runway that when we go to the critiques, he says the things that I pointed out.
Yes. We go into the runway. It's La Más Picada. Deseos Fab comes out first. I was instantly pleased by this silhouette. I love these wings. These are probably the best wings I've seen all season. Is that daring to say?
That's, yeah.
She looks like Lapis Lazuli from Steven Universe.
She does look like Lapis Lazuli. That's what I was trying to think of, because the wings do look like that. She has really shown that she evolved her drag as a whole, and her like runway package has been one of the stronger ones this season.
You know what's so clever is the tiny little prop umbrella that it works with her outfit to justify the yellow and the umbrella shape of her gown. But also, an umbrella made out of papel picado is hilarious, because that's a very bad umbrella. I just loved everything about this look.
But also, those are umbrellas that, like, not that one in particular, but there's some that are papel picado that you get on a cocktail.
Yeah, put it in your drink. Oh, I wish I had a little umbrella. Maybe next episode. I can't edit it in there. Don't try.
I feel like a lot of the girls this episode didn't really perform, which I appreciated. Just walked out there, yeah. I appreciated that in a lot of them. Like, they were, like, personifying like an emotion or a feeling, but they weren't really trying to give a story, which I actually really liked.
I did love that she came out on the stage and you were like, oh, she changed her makeup. And I was like, she literally took an eyeliner pencil and went like this and like this. Sorry, that's just what happened.
They did also point it out in the critiques that she did change it. Anyway.
I liked it. This was one of my favorite runways of the night. Don't get me wrong. Kylie's comes out next. So the last one was one of my favorites. I think this might be my least favorite.
This is the weakest runway probably for her.
Of the whole season?
Of the whole season.
This feels like something she would have worn on her first season.
Original season. Exactly. And she wore better things in her season than this.
I agree.
So I don't like this. I don't see the papel picado. That is literally just an embroidery, like a sequin line.
Yeah.
In a different color. It feels painted, which, like, I don't know. I do agree with the comment of, like, if the white long skirt would have been the paper.
Oh, the papel picado, that would have been
That would have been amazing.
It's hard with a reveal when, like, the best thing about it is the big overcoat. I thought that was the nicest piece.
That was the nicest piece. I didn't really understand her reveal.
I also think if you have, like, bones stoned onto your leg, you should probably either have bones on the back. If not, that's fine. But you should definitely have bones on your arms. Mm-hmm. It's like, why do you just have your tattoos out here if we have, like, a nude illusion down here? That was confusing for me. I don't know. I love her.
Not her best, but I feel like she did perform. Like, you know, she was good at the runway.
Well, she knew she had to. She was like, I'm going to go act the shit out of this. Mista Boo comes out next, and I was just so happy to see Mista Boo in her element. She looked so cute. She was very confident on the runway.
She was very confident on the runway, and I did love the top. Like
the top.
With the shoulder pad being the papel picado with her name on. That was so cute.
The paper in the hair.
The paper in the hair, I did complain about it.
I got it. I got it right away.
I know. I complained about that and the boots, but I quickly...
The boots I didn't like.
The boots I complained instantly, and the paper I complained, but then I realized, I was like, oh, it's paper. And then that happened literally the same situation with him, and I was like, okay.
But what I love about Aldo is he can be like, okay, I'm dumb, I was wrong.
Yeah.
You know, that was nice.
But really I feel like it's cute. Is it groundbreaking? No.
No, it doesn't really feel like an All-Stars look, but it feels very polished and put together, and her presentation was nice. Regina Bronx is next. This was so strong.
I thought she was going to win.
I also thought she would win.
Like, I literally thought she was going to win.
First note, Sam Star, this is how big your cowboy hat needs to be.
This is how big, yes.
Stop buying party store cowboy hats.
I understand maybe that the papel picado, this is more painted as opposed to it actually being like
sure, but it's giving the illusion, right?
It's giving the illusion, but that's kind of what Kylie's kind of was doing.
But what Kylie's did not have was this big reveal with the skirt, which is
because
papel picado.
I feel like if the skirt is the papel picado, which is, I think, incredible. I thought that she was gonna either get a pink star. And even better if it would have been a gold star. But
maybe what would have put this over the top is like if the hoop wasn't bendy. I don't know why that was distracting me. But I loved the way she used it, like when she threw it over her shoulder and then she has an asymmetrical...
Just, like, her presence on stage. And I feel like the thing is, like, it's on camera. Like, her stage on camera is incredible. I feel like she outpowered all of the ones that ended up winning this episode because I think on TV she really like comes across stronger.
Yeah, I sort of felt like this was, even if it wasn't perfect, it was the most inventive of the night, so she should have at least been in the top for that, in my opinion. Juana Guadalupe comes out, and she does look stunning. Is it Papel Picado?
I instantly knew it wasn't, obviously, and then I kind of was like, is this stained glass? So I did see the reference of it being stained glass because on one side was like cool tone, like blue, and then the other side was like more orangey, warm tone.
Which was fun. I liked that.
Which was fun, but I was like, is this related?
I didn't get the whole
This is where
piece,
I was like, are these girls just like taking it on like a different direction? Like, would they like thought too much outside of the box?
Yeah, everyone's gonna do Papel Picado, so I can't have any Papel Picado in my look. It feels like a couple people
So I'm gonna do stained glass.
Yeah. Way to think outside the box, Juana. I do think you look stunning. I think this is one of her best looks of the season. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not Papel Picado.
This is one of her best. Did she win a star?
No. Wow. I think just because it wasn't really the category. You know, Paris is Burning style.
Wake up.
Do you remember that part?
Paris is Burning. You want me to remember
the part where he claps.
What?
Anyway, everyone else knows what I'm talking about. Hidden Mistake comes out next, and I would say this is a great way to match your branding to a category. This was pretty effective.
I think this is one of her best looks. I think like this, like as a silhouette is incredible. The detailing of like every single layer of like color and piece and like there's depth to it.
Yeah, there's layers of the holes, which is cool.
Yeah, I feel like my only critique is like, if you're gonna talk on stage, why do you have something covering your mouth?
Yeah.
It was a little muffledy.
It was a little like, I have a very important message to tell you all about my identity.
Trans.
And it's just like, yeah, like, how cool would it have been?
I like needed to actually read the subtitles because I was like, what is happening?
But what if she ripped off the chin piece?
That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
That was my only critique. Besides that, it was really like a really well done.
And I like how it ties into her message. Like it is her armor and it's effective. And she has that hammer that also looks like it's made out of paper somehow. That was cool.
Yeah. Overall, really like nice and clean runway.
She's been the other really consistent girl on the runway. I would say her, Deseos, Juana are probably the most consistent.
Yeah, I agree.
Lupita Kush comes out next, and this is a girl who's been amazing on the runway, but not really consistent. She's literally been the front runner. Then yeah, like I feel like even if her runways weren't the best, like she always knows how to sell it on stage. Always got the makeup.
Always has to make it like that is like her biggest power. Like it's just leaps and bounds ahead of all these other girls in terms of makeup. This was a big miss for me.
I sort of blame, I don't know which designer made this. Maybe they were working under
duress.
The
hemming on the sewing, you can see it on every single layer of the dress.
Everywhere you look, there's a hem.
But like a worse one, not even like a nice hem. You literally, it's like, no.
Also, she takes off the hat. The candles that were sort of rounding the brim of the hat have popped loose. One of them fall.
Yeah, it's like, definitely very messy, and it's too much.
It also seems like for her. It seems like the black parts of the gown are supposed to be like the small parts.
Yes, like flipped.
And they are overtaking the colorful candle parts.
Because they're probably, you're right, like pulling down the dress so the black piece is coming out.
Yeah.
I don't know, not her best runway.
This needed, season. You know what? We've been a little critical of Nyla Downs. Nyla Downs would have nailed this look. She would have had it all together.
Well, duh.
All the candles would have been in place.
Who's saying that she wouldn't have?
She would have sung, though.
Are you keeping?
She would have sung.
Are you keeping the Nyla down comments first? No, like in the past videos, have you been keeping them?
A couple.
Now they're gonna know why we didn't review.
That's not why we didn't review season 7. We were legitimately very busy. So Raga Diamante comes out. This started a little iffy. When she had this screen printed poncho, I was worried.
I was worried, and then this is the runway in which she proved that like she knows how to sell a performance. And I feel like out of all the girls, this is the one that was the most performative.
Sure.
And I feel like that's what the judges were looking for.
Look, she's the Dela of Mexico. We've said it time and time again. This was kind of a Dela runway to me. The series of reveals. The show-stopping nature of it, like I thought it was very theatrical. I thought she sold it well. I didn't really think it should have been in the top 3.
I didn't think this was a gold star performance, but
Maybe it was for the performance.
That's what I'm saying. I think
yeah.
it was the performance aspect of it, which again, she was kind of the only one that did a story.
Yeah, and Lolita's really pushing for that. So it does make sense that she would win this week. And
yeah, so I think this is one runway where, okay, like if you're basing it off on performance, this is a good one. But I guess it was very clean, and it was like overall
a lot could have gone wrong. I feel like there was real slushies in those glasses. They were moving around.
Also, I like when Lolita was like, oh, how many times you must have like rehearsed this, and you could see it in her face that she probably never did. Like she only did it once. Because her face was just very like, yeah, like I did.
A lot could have gone wrong, especially because you have these Venenos who look, sometimes they're not great with timing. Sometimes they're not great with unfurling things. We've seen that.
They did it with like Kylie. It's like this is also on the dresses that when have a reveal and they have like a little string.
Yes.
Because that's what's tying it together before, and then like it gets stuck in them.
That's rough.
It's rough. Very clean. Makes sense why she won.
It's great. Love you, Raga. Peque Balderas comes out next, and speaking of not performing, this was no performance aspect to this basically at all. But
no
wow,
performance. She just walked, but it was such a great walk, like in delivery. That's the thing where I'm like, how are they picking and choosing and doing these things? Because to me, this is one of the more stronger looks in terms of like runway presentation.
Yeah.
I think it's also one of the strongest.
And our girl Aldo's getting in there and saying, I think that you just wearing this and walking was the spectacle. Like, yeah. And I agree, like the fact that this is not a photo shoot. She is walking before your eyes. She is larger than life. I have no idea how this is like strapped onto her body. I'm sure it's killing her back the next day. She looked amazing. Like, I think she needed to get a little more props than she did.
I think so too.
Who is your top three then? Because I feel like there was a lot of strong ones.
There's so many strong ones. I would say Deseos is definitely up there. Mm-hmm. I would say Peque Balderas is up there. And to me, Regina is up there.
Same top three. I'm going to be boring.
Yeah.
It would be Juana, like except for it's not the category.
Yeah, I think I'm going literal in terms of papel picado, but it's not just that. I think they all have like a very clear direction in terms of color, in terms of the like just the silhouette of the dress. They're the ones that are playing more into that. I mean, Juana is kind of doing that.
Yeah, there's some real innovation in her silhouette here, like with the weird sleeves, but
yeah, but I feel like overall,
not the category.
To me, not the category. I would say if Mista had not done too much of a literal like interpretation and her wig would have been like the dress on its own is a beautiful dress. Yes. So if it was just in a different, removing the reference, I think I would have really liked it.
Yeah. She wasn't afraid to reference or not reference, though. So I think that's what got in her way. As we mentioned, Raga Diamante gets the gold star. And, as we didn't mention, Hidden Mistake gets the pink star.
Hidden Mistake is the pink one. So I definitely...
Oh, and I guess, is Hidden in my top three? That's the other one that could have made it.
I don't think so. Like, in terms of, like, presenting... That thing just took me out. Like, sure. I'm like, I can't hear what you're saying. You have a thing over your mouth. Like, if you're going to talk, remove it.
Yeah.
So I feel like that to me would have hindered her winning.
All that having been said, I think in a cast of 9, 5 or 6 of these girls could have easily been in the top 3, and I wouldn't have been mad. Yeah. Really great stuff.
I think this episode, in terms of runway presentation, to me proved that they all have incredible point of views and they all know how to work the runway. So...
yeah. Do you think it redeemed them for last week, or the whole season being bad, as Lolita would have?
I mean, I keep saying every episode, this is one of the best seasons of La Más Draga.
That's why we were confused last week. We're loving this.
But I feel like that adds to it.
It is
like
good drama.
Her getting mad and saying all of that, to me, adds more to the layers of how and why this is an incredible season.
That's what we want from Lolita Cortez.
I think it's delivered incredible performances of all these girls. It's also delivered the most insane voting situations for like bottom placement every episode. And I feel like in terms of like drama and direction of like a season, like merging the judges into it, like so it's not just the girls but it's also with the judges and there's like a lot of friction happening. That's a great season.
It's great. We go into the voting. It sort of seemed like everyone was spreading their votes out, so it sort of just seemed like whoever Raga picked was going to end up being in the bottom.
I know, they all kind of were... Do you think they were throwing votes away, knowing... Like, maybe? If you know that Raga has 3 votes for one person, I would have been like more strategic and have been like, hey girls.
Get 4 girls together.
Yeah.
We need to have at least 4.
We need to have at least 4 girls to vote for the girl that she's not going to vote for because it was too much power and nobody ended up voting. I think everybody kind of just threw votes away.
Yeah.
So.
It ends up being Kylie's. Do we think that Raga voted for Kylie's? She must have, right? How else would she have gotten this many points?
I don't know. I would say she didn't.
So maybe
what if actually she didn't and she like...
We'll watch in the, not the Salseo, the what?
The Mictlan. I mean, she was one of the bottom girls.
Definitely.
So like I'm not shocked or surprised that she ended up being. So I feel like to me, she makes sense. So I thought they were going to pick a bottom 2. Like they want to vote.
Yeah,
and, like,
who are the 2
second
people with the
voted
fewest
one
votes?
would be the vote. And then they're like, Miss Taboo. And I was like, what?
You owe us a lip sync.
I would have been one of those girls that was just like, like, what? What do you mean? Why are you calling her name? And apparently she was supposed to be in the bottom last episode.
So did they vote?
Maybe they did vote.
Maybe they voted.
Do you remember her Runway?
No.
So apparently she was supposed to lip sync.
Yes, so she
last
owes
episode,
one.
so she now has to lip sync. But Wayru,
she got an advantage.
She got an advantage in the morning. Okay, because then Mista then steals from the sales and then picks a girl to be in the bottom now that she has a pink star, so she picks the sales. So she steals and then picks her.
The rainbow stars are confusing.
They're
and
confusing and then if you don't lip sync, because then Kylie's is in the bottom.
And then this rule that we apparently knew about the whole time, if you end up in the bottom and you have a rainbow star and you don't use it to remove yourself from the bottom and you lose the lip sync, how many rules are we down? You have to do like 5 things.
But is that because of this?
Then you get 5 stars.
But is that because of this episode or is that any other episode?
They're just making shit up. They just wanted to create a dramatic moment where she could like be forced into using the rainbow star.
Do you think they're
But she does not take the bait. She says, I'm going to lip sync against my sister because guess what? I'm a better lip syncer than her.
That was kind of insane because that's kind of what she said. She didn't say it directly, but that's what she said. She's like, I'm going to beat her ass. Like,
if I had to lip sync against anyone there, I would pick Deseos.
I know, but it's like, what? I feel like if they're really good friends, she would have been like, I'm going to pick a weaker girl than you.
Who's weaker than her?
I don't know, Miss Taboo, you know? Like,
Miss Taboo's pretty good.
Okay, but that would have been funny though. Okay, this is the scenario in my mind. Mista steals from the sales, picks the sales is in the bottom. Like Kylie's has a pink star, so then she's like, puts Mista back in the bottom.
That would have been funny. I would have liked to see that.
Like, does that work or not? Anyway, whatever. They lip sync. And I think the reason why she stayed in the bottom too is because she knew they were going to do like a nice lip sync together.
Well, they did a sort of Purga Kylie situation.
They did.
It felt very similar to that. I think it was a little stronger.
Do you think it felt produced?
No, I mean, it was less produced than Sugar and Spice being in the bottom. Well, Sugar and Spice being in the bottom together makes sense because they're just both really bad at acting and stuff. So this probably... yeah. So this felt less produced than that, but the production...
It was self-produced.
The production was obvious. It's the 5-star
meaning
bullshit.
Like this is the difference of like a Drag Race versus La Más Draga, where they can self-produce in La Más Draga.
Yeah.
They're giving the tools and the things to allow them to self-produce for themselves.
Kylie's does win the lip sync, obviously.
But
which I
did like that the judges were like leaning towards the sales. They were giving her nice feedback.
Well, I think it was just pleasantly surprising that
I told you, I was so surprised. I was like, I didn't know she could move like that.
Yeah. It wasn't stunning, but it was just more than I thought she could do.
It was cleaner than what, especially because we saw her lip sync in her season, you know?
One time. Just that one time. So we are going into the semifinals. Based on the board, there's 2 episodes left. I don't know if that includes the live finale.
That's what I'm saying. Does it include the live finale?
We'll find out. If you know in the comments, please tell us. We will be recapping the rest of the episodes. And you know what? Sorry we missed last week, but it's actually kind of tradition for Nick and Sergio's Fun Watch List to miss at least 1 episode a season.
Have we done that before?
I think every time we've done it, we've missed 1 episode.
Oh, wow.
And I think every time we've done it, we've had 1 Zoom episode because you're either on vacation or you have COVID. So we'll see what happens next week. So anyway, come join us. Leave some comments. We're so happy that you have been watching along with us, and we will be seeing you next week.
See ya.
Mwah.